Alright guys, Liliam just got buffed 30 minutes ago, and now we are going to test her out pretty much everywhere. I'm going to do Terramaton, and then I'm going to do all of the shell bosses. I'll do Aurora in a separate video because the setup for it is a lot more complex. But for now, basically all you need to know is her S3 base damage went up from 500 to 550%, and if you're hitting a PvE boss, you just do 50% extra damage. The HP seal also went up, but that's for PvP, so that won't really matter for this video, but basically our HP seal got doubled. And then our S2 execute went up by 0.2% for every HP the target has lost, for every 1% HP. It used to be 1 to 1, now it's 1 to 1.2, so you're going to see that she does a lot more damage now. I'm just going to test her out in, like I said, Terramaton and the shell bosses and see how good she is. Alright, let's test her out in Nikon Nana first. We'll do all 4 of the shell bosses, but first let's try Nikon Nana. These are my stats. Like I said, I'm not going to really talk about the strategy too much, but should be pretty self-explanatory. So let's get some crit damage buff for my Liliam here. And then Catchy will S3, Liliam S3, let's see. God damn! And then push into S2 and dead. That's a lot of damage. I don't know. This looks bugged to me. That looks like too much damage to me. But yeah, that's Nikon Nana. Let's try her out maybe somewhere else. All right, let's test her out in Sharon. Honestly, I have no idea what I just cooked up. I might have just burnt the kitchen down, but YOLO, I guess. We're gonna wing it, because I don't know what I'm doing. So how will the bots know what I'm doing? This does not seem right because I'm pushing up my supports, but I think it might work out. Okay, big damage. That's pretty good for no defense down because you literally can't land it. So I think this looks good so far. I reapply attack, and I guess attack buff doesn't matter, but crit damage buff. S1, I think this S3s now. Oh, Liliam's looking like a problem. I don't know why I pushed my Doki Doki. Beyond 10 AI just sucks. This will cleanse, and then I push up. S2, and I think I push with S3. Oh, we cooking, boys. S1. What is next? S2? Oh, S1. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it worked out. Like, that was pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so now we're gonna do Shadow Flame Helian. We literally just replaced Beyontin with Lily, just because I want to try the double S3. But here we go. Put debuffs. Probably should have had Catchy go first and speed tuned it, but it's okay. We live and we learn. Some big boy damage. And then we will S3. This will reset the S3 of our Liliam. We like that. Yeah, that's some big boy damage. I don't know. Liliam seems it's pretty good in these one-shots now. Alright, so let's test out Rango now. So this is the team that we're using. I actually have Artisan on Lily instead of making her even faster because we're running 2 dark characters, so I actually need the shield to proc, I think. And let's see how it works. So Catchy should push back twice with his Codex. And my Kloss will debuff the boss, perfect. And then my Liliam will go ham into said boss. And I believe we now Artisan shield, yup. All according to plan. And now I think my Liliam goes again, and this should proc the boss. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Then we S1. I think Catchy pushes next, and we finish off with S2 almost. Oh, almost. Okay, I mean, it works out, kind of. It's not bad. S3 again. Okay. Sure, I mean, that's a 53-second run. Seems okay. Alright, so now let's actually just test her out in Terramaton, just cuz. So let's actually see how much damage she can actually do. So basically this team is pretty simple. So let's actually test her in Terramaton before we end the video. I want to see how much damage she can actually do here. So we have Veronica, steal immunity. Kloss will put debuffs down. Nice. Beyonce gives us crit damage buff. We put up vulnerable down on the boss. And let's see how much she can actually do. So this is her S3. Okay, that is a lot of damage. That is an absurd amount of damage, actually. And I think we reapply debuffs. Yep. Oh. So she two-shots it. That's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so now we're just gonna test her out in Aurora. Yeah, should be pretty good. I'm not gonna really show you the stats for it too much. But basically for this one, we're running her on Momentum. Everything else was on Kenai. But the team is pretty simple. You basically just have Ling Luo remove the Curse Shield. And you're just stacking debuffs so that your Momentum gets max value here. So we strip the immunity with Viper, then we apply 3 debuffs with the Dyna. And then our Liliam should do a decent amount of damage. Oh yeah, that's some big damage. And because we have Lily, we are going to cycle very quick. And she should be able to get more damage off before the next Curse Shield applies. I think she actually gets her S3 and then her S2 again. Oh yeah, okay. So I think we will reapply the debuffs, I believe. Yep. And then Lily S1s. And I believe she will kill with S2 here. Yeah, overkilled by a lot. 56 seconds. Alright. Yeah, she's broken, guys. Well, that is Liliam, guys. She is very strong in PvE now after these buffs to her S3 especially. And her S2 hits super hard when you're executing. For the Aurora run you just saw, this is the build I have her on. I'm not even on Fury Edge. I think this is actually important to have her on Swift Raid, as long as you're at like 210 speed, so you can cycle before the next Curse Shield. But you can see I have like a yellow passive, and you know, I'm missing a lot of stats. I'm not even duped out all the way, even close. I only have 1 dupe, which is very bad. For the other runs, actually, I was running her on this setup for like all the bosses. So you can see it's on Fury Edge. But I'm sure there's like different teams you can run, ways to optimize her. But at first glance, this is like literally 20 minutes after the buff came in. And I literally threw these teams together in like 2 minutes for each boss. You can see that she is insanely strong for PvE. But yeah, I think in terms of her versus Diting, I think she kind of clears Diting now. You can always run them together for some one-shot teams to make the gear requirements lower as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on her down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. This is too much. I gotta take a nap.